So NTA physics need mock test 2 solutions. 36th question. If mass of neutron is 1.7 into 10 power minus 27 kg and the de Broglie's wavelength of neutron of energy 3 electron volt is what? And these are the four options. Okay. So before dealing with this sum, we should know this important chart. Suppose in case of electron, we need to find de Broglie's wavelength means 12.27 by root V Armstrong. Root V Armstrong. For alpha particle 0.101 by root V Armstrong. For deuteron 0.101, 0.202 for deuteron by root V Armstrong. For proton, lambda is equal to 0.286 by root V Armstrong. And for neutron, V means accelerating potential. V means potential. For neutron, lambda is equal to 0.286 by not accelerating potential, kinetic energy in electron volts Armstrong. This formula chart is important to solve the problems in a quicker fashion. So for neutron, lambda is equal to 0.286 by kinetic energy in electron volt Armstrong. So in the question it is asked neutron, so 0.286 by kinetic energy under root Armstrong, right? So kinetic energy is given as 3 electron volts. So root 3 means 1.732, 0.286 Armstrong. So 1 Armstrong is equal to 10 power minus 10 meter. So if you divide this to 0.165, finally you will get 1.65 into 10 power minus 11 meter. So 1.65 into 10 power minus 11 meter. So 36th option B. Now 37th question. A magnetic needle is free to rotate in a vertical plane parallel to the magnetic meridian as its north tip pointing down at 22 degree with the horizontal. The horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field is 0.35 G. Find the magnetic magnitude of the Earth's magnetic field at that place provided cos 22 is 0.9272. So BH is given 22 degrees is the angle of depth. This is B, this is BV. They are asking you B. They are asking you B, and four options are given. So del means angle of dip, right? So what is this? BH is equal to B cos del. BH is equal to B cos del, right? So B is equal to BH by cos del. BH is given, del is given, and cos del is also given in the question. Nothing but 0.9272. Just simply divide 0.377 G. 0.377 means 0.38 G, you can say. So 37th option A is correct. Now 38th question. The four rods of equal length L and mass M each form a square, not from each form a square. As shown in the figure, moment of inertia about the three axes 1, 2, 3. First axis, second axis, third axis are I1, I2 and I3. Then match the following. So we need to match the following and four options are given. Okay. First, this is the A rod, B rod, C rod, D rod, right? So it is going to rotate about this axis. So for the rod A, about center of mass means ml square by 12. So formula for rod C also ml square by 12. For the rod B, this is the axis of rotation. Assume the entire rod is concentrated at center of mass. What is the distance? The distance is what? L by 2. If this is L, this has to be L by 2. So for I, we know formula for I is equal to m r square. So m into L by 2 the whole square. That's it. B means m into L by 2 the whole square. Similarly for D, rod D, assume the mass is concentrated at its center. This is at distance L by 2. So moment of inertia is m into L by 2 the whole square. Now simply add all these so that you will get the net moment of inertia nothing but 2 by 3 ml square. Now for the axis, keeping this as the rotational axis, for the rod A, we know that if the rod is attached, the moment of inertia is ml square by 3. If the rod rotates about its center of mass, the moment of inertia is ml square by 12. Here for the rod A, the rod is attached, therefore ml square by 3. Similarly for rod C also attached, ml square by 3. For B, same thing. For B, assume the whole mass is concentrated at its center. This distance is L, so m into L square. But for D, see, moment of inertia means mass into perpendicular distance square. But for the rod D, mass is on the rotational axis itself. So R is 0 for D. For the rod D, R is equal to 0. Therefore, I is also 0. Mass should be at some distance from the rotational axis. But the rod D having mass m lies on the axis itself. So R 0, so D is 0, I is 0. So add all these, we'll get 5 ml squared by 3. Right. And suppose this is the rotational axis. Okay. This is the rotational axis and this is the rod making an angle theta. What is the moment of inertia for this rod? M L square L sine theta the whole square. M L sine theta the whole square by 3. Theta can be made either this side or even this side because sine of 180 minus theta is equal to same sine theta. So your theta can be either this side or even this side, you can say as theta. So ml square by 3, not simply ml square by 3, ml sine theta the whole square by 3. The rod A is making an angle of 45. So ml sine 45 the whole square by 3. Nothing but ml square by 3 sine 45 1 by root 2 the whole square 1 by 2. Similarly, rod B is making 45, C is making 45, D is making 45. Everywhere the value comes out to be the same. Simply add all these. Again, you will get 2 by 3 ml square as in the case A. So if you see for the case first and the third, the answer is 2 by 3 ml square. For the second case, it is 5 by 3 ml square. Right. So for the case 1, 2 by 3 ml square. For the case 3, also 2 by 3 ml square. For the case 2, 5 by 3 ml square. So 5 by 3 ml square is not at all given. So go for the option none. None. Here 5 by 3 ml square. So what can we say? A Q, B S, C again Q. A Q, B S, C Q. So first option is correct. So 38th question, option A. 39th question. A room at 20 degrees Celsius is heated by a heater of resistance 20 ohm connected to 200 volt mains. The temperature is uniform throughout the room and the heat is transmitted through a glass window of area is given and thickness is given. Calculate the temperature outside. Thermal conductivity of glass is given and mechanical equivalent of heat is 4.2 joule per calorie. What is this mechanical equivalent of heat? Nothing but 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. This is the meaning of this mechanical equivalent of heat. Okay, and these are the four options, right? First, it is a sum that is combining your knowledge in current electricity and heat electricity. So IH means heat current is equal to dq by dt. We know that V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V by R. V by R. In current electricity, V means voltage. But in heat electricity, potential difference can be treated as temperature difference. So del theta. Okay. Now resistance. R is equal to resistance is equal to 1 by conductance is equal to rho L by A is equal to rho means 1 by K. Resistivity and K means conductivity. 1 by K into L by A. So relation between resistance and conductivity is R is equal to L by Ka. So L by Ka comes upwards. So Ka theta 1 minus theta 2 by L. So you have to link the current electricity and heat electricity, and you have to derive the formula. So no need to memorize the formula. You can simply bring out the formula by the already known facts, right? So K is given 0.2 calorie, area is 1 meter square. So what is temperature difference? 20 minus theta, okay, by length is 0.2 meter. So centimeter it is given, so 0.2 into 10 power minus 2 meter. So what is the unit of IH? Watt. It is name for the namesake only. It is given heat current, but technically it's a power. Heat current is a power. That's why even unit is given as watt. So IH is equal to, so if you substitute all these, you'll get 100 into 220 minus 20 minus theta calorie per second, right? Now what is the power generated in the resistor? V square by R. So 200 into 200 by 20 will get 2000 joule per second, but this is in calorie per second. So convert it into calorie per second. What is the conversion? 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 or 4.2 joule. So divide by 4.2, you will get this one, 476.19 calorie per second. Now what you are going to do is you are going to equate this heat electricity and current electricity equations, because this is also technically power. Heat current is technically power, that is unit is watt. Okay, so equate 100 into 220 20 minus theta is equal to 476.19. You will get theta to be 15.238 degree Celsius, nothing but 15.24 degree Celsius. So 39 option is B. 40th question. A gas mixture consists of 2 mole of oxygen and 4 mole of argon. This is a diatomic gas. This is monoatomic gas. Argon, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, all these are monoatomic gas. They are very stable. They cannot form molecules. So neglecting all vibrational modes, what is the total internal energy of the system? Simplest question. So O2 is given, argon is given 2 moles, 4 moles. It's a diatomic gas, it's a monatomic gas. For diatomic gas, F is equal to 5. For monatomic gas, F is equal to 3. So internal energy formula is F by 2 nRT. So F for this is 5. 5 by 2, number of moles is 2 RT. So F is equal to 3. 3 by 2 nRT. N is 4. So 4 RT. So U is equal to 5 RT. U is equal to 6 RT. Totally 6 plus 5, 11 RT is the answer for this 40th question. So, 40th question, option D. Now 41st question from semiconductors. A, a waveform is shown and applied to the following circuit. Which of the following out will produce which of the following output waveforms? Assume the diode to be ideal and provided R1 is equal to R2. Right. Actually, it's a diagram mistake. Make it full. Okay. So this is P. This is P and this is N. Suppose we are employing a 5-volt battery. So let me show in this diagram itself. So first what we are using? First we are using a 5 volt plus 5 volt, then minus 5 volt, then plus 5 volt in this input, and we are recording the output. This is R1, this is R2, this is R1, this is R2, and the output is shunted with the resistance R2. So V output is equal to voltage across resistance R2, right? Yes. So first we are employing, see the arrow mark always points out from P to N. First we are putting plus 5 volt like this, okay? So P is at the low potential, so reverse biased. Therefore open circuited. Reverse bias means open circuited. So you're modifying the diagram, just make open circuiting here, okay? So output is going to be 0, right? Next what you are doing, minus 5 volt. Minus 5 volt, so P is at the high potential, so forward biased. So now we have to short circuit it. Now we have to short circuit this diode. This is a modified diagram. We are short circuiting it. Now what happens, since R1 and R2 are equal and connected in series, R1 R2 are equal and connected in series, they share this 5 voltage as 2.5 voltage each. 2.5 voltage each. So what is the voltage across output? Voltage across output is equal to voltage across the resistance R2 is nothing but 2.5 voltage. Okay, 2.5 voltage. The third case also we are doing the same first one, 5 volt battery. So no output will be given. The third case also. So, so output will be 2.5 volt we have calculated. So these two option contains 2.5 volt. Only second case is containing output. Only second case is containing output. So option D would be most appropriate because no output in the first case and the third case. Therefore 41st question, option D. The maximum energy in thermal radiation from a source occurs at the wavelength. The effective temperature of source is what? B is also given. Nothing but Wien's displacement law. So lambda m is inversely proportional to temperature. Lambda m is equal to B by T. So T is equal to B by lambda m. B is given and lambda m it is given. You have to calculate. You will get 7325 Kelvin. So 7325 Kelvin, 42 option A. So a bob of mass m is tied with a thread and is made to move in a circular path on a horizontal frictionless table about the point O. A hypothetical electric field exists in the radial direction along the surface of the table. In this condition, the bob is uncharged. Tension in the thread is T. If now bob is given some charge, then what happens? So this is the bob. It is rotating along the circle. Now radial electric field exists from the center like this. Radial electric fields exist. If bob is not given any charge, nothing is going to happen. Now the bob is given some charge, whether it is plus q or minus q. Now what happens to the tension? So tension in the thread must increase, may increase or decrease, will remain unchanged, must decrease. Which option? Let's see. If suppose we are giving a positive charge, this will experience a force in the direction of electric field plus QE. So T tension increases. Tension increases because we are opposing the tension. So tension also increases. Okay. If you are giving minus Q, electric field is in this direction. The negative charge will experience electric field in the opposite direction. So minus QE in this direction. So tension decreases because minus QE supports a tension and decreases its work. So tension decreases, tension increases. So this depends upon nature of charge given to the bob. The diagram seems it's a difficult question, but it's actually a simplistic question. So tension may in thread may increase or decrease depending upon the charge, positive or negative. So 42, 43 option B is more appropriate. 44th An accurate pendulum clock is mounted on the ground floor of high building. How much time will it lose or gain in one day if it is transferred to the top story of a building? High 200-meter radius is also given. So when you are going to displace a pendulum clock, length will not change. G may change. G may change. So based on this concept, we are going to do the sum. So lane or gain or lose, we have to identify. So T is equal to 2 pi root of L by G. Pendulum is moved to the top story. L remains same. Wherever taken, L will remain same, but G is going to vary. We know that T is inversely proportional to square root of G. Uh, in gravitation, we have learned one formula. G dash is equal to G by 1 plus H by R whole square. This formula we have learned from gravitation for the height H. So we are making use of that formula here. So this question combines gravitation and oscillation chapter. So G dash is equal to G by 1 plus H by R the whole square. So G by G dash. Bring this G dash this side and 1 plus H by R whole square this side. So G by G dash is 1 plus H by R the whole square. Now time period is inversely proportional to square root of G. So T dash by T is equal to square root of G by G dash. What is square root of G by G dash? 1 plus H by R. We need to calculate the loss or gain of time. So T dash minus 1 minus 1. You're adding minus 1 on both sides. So plus 1 minus 1 cancel. Nothing but H by R. So take LCM. T dash minus T by T is equal to H by R. 200 by 6.4 into 10 power 6. Okay. What is this? Del T. So we have to find del T only. So del T is equal to 200 by 6.4 in 10 power 6 multiplied by T. We are bringing T this side. That is multiplied by T. So del T is equal to T into 200 by 6.4 in 10 power 6. What is T? 24 hours. Time period. Assume it to be a hour pendulum. So 24 hour into 60 into 60 seconds. So when you multiply this and this, you will get 2.7 seconds. So T dash minus T, what it indicates? Time period is increasing or decreasing? T dash minus T is coming out to be positive. So time period has increased. So we have gained 2.7. So T dash minus T is positive. Okay. Time period has increased. Definitely time period has increased. Right? If time period increased, then there is a loss of time or gain of time. Assume for 5 seconds. Time period is 5 seconds. Now time period is 6 seconds. Now we are going to lose loss of time. So it will lose 2.7 seconds because time period has increased. So time will be lost unnecessarily. So 2.7 seconds will be lost unnecessarily due to the increase in time period. Right. So it's a question from rotational mechanics. 45th question, last question of this mock test 2 NTA physics. If masses of the plates are 2m and m, okay, this is the x-axis. Okay, assume the center of mass. Assume center of mass of this is at this point. So what is this? 2m. Center of masses is at this point 2m. Now tell me the coordinates with respect to x-axis and y-axis. This distance is what? A by 2. So a by 2 comma, with respect to y-axis also a by 2. Now tell me the coordinates of center of mass of this. So it is up to this. This is a. This is also a because it is 2a. This is also a. So 2a comma, what is this length? A. So minus a. This is the coordinates, right? We need to find the distance of center of mass of system and the point O. And these are the four options. So 2m, m, okay, a by 2, a by 2, 2a comma minus a. Just now we have found. Now we have to finding the center of mass of system with respect to x-axis. So 2m into a by 2 plus m into 2a by total mass 3m. This comes out to be a. With respect to y-axis, 2m into a by 2 plus m into minus a plus m into minus a by total mass 3m. This comes out to be 0. So center of mass of system lies on the x-axis itself at distance a from the point O. So what is the distance between the point O and center of mass of the system? Nothing but a, lying on the x-axis itself, or we can say a comma 0. So 45th question, option B. So we have completed all the 45 questions of the mock test 2 of NTA Abhyas app physics. So next mock test 3 will be discussed, 45 questions. Make sure to subscribe NEET Square channel. Thank you.